Chat! It's me. I'm here. I'm alive. And I'm chilling like a villain. What rhymes with villain? Fuck. I have no bars. I am cringe. Chat, we're back with some more Ocarina of Time. The reason I was late as fuck today is because fucking I was editing the fucking Ocarina video that's gonna go up today. It's not even rendered, bro. Bro, I couldn't even fit the entire stream into one stream highlight, bro. This shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you a little story, a little interesting factoid about today. So, first things first. I stayed up till like buttfuck AM last night. Cause these motherfuckers named Hero, Brady, and Steven really wanted to play Pal World with me. Right? So, I go to bed at like 3 in the morning. I wake up at like 8:30. I usually wake up at 6. I usually start editing at 7:30. I am an hour late. So I'm editing, I'm doing my thing, I'm doing my trying to get this video out. And I start thinking, I made the biggest mistake of my career, that being, I wanted to improve my content. Yeah. So I come up with the idea of doing like a little intro, right? Because like fucking nobody gives a fuck about gaming content that much. So what am I gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little intro. I'm gonna copy Ludwig like a true master of my craft, like a real streamer. I'm gonna copy Ludwig. And in my stream highlight, I'm gonna have a little narration at the beginning, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, chat. I forgot. Okay, I forgot that the last time we played Ocarina of Time, I streamed for 4.5 hours because I was really feeling the game. I think I got halfway through that stream in the stream highlight before I said, fuck it. I cannot fit all of this into one video because this is even before I started work on the intro. Right? You know that intro? How I'm going to do a narration? I haven't even started work on that, and the video is almost an hour long. Yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm just not going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'll just split it, and then fucking I'll post the second part at some point, right? And so I finish up the full highlight. Ready. I finish the whole highlight, right? And then I start work on the narration. And here's the thing, chat. Writing the script for the narration was pretty fucking easy, right? I hit all the points that you're kind of supposed to hit when you're doing something like what I was doing, right? So I write the script and I got it down pat. I make it sound interesting, right? and then chat, I record it. I do 2 takes. I wanted to do 3, but honestly, after I did the 2, I was like, yeah, that fucks. And then I cut the 2 takes together to do the full narration. And then I remembered, oh, wait! There's supposed to be something visually. What am I doing? Right? And so I start chopping up footage of Ocarina of Time and all the shit that correlates to what I'm saying, and I'm just seeing the clock keep ticking. It's like I started the narration, like working on the narration at like 3, maybe. No, it wouldn't have been 3. I started the narration at like maybe 5. When I tell you, chat, I finished editing the narration 20 minutes ago. It took me 2 hours just to get the narration done. Lord knows that when I post that fucking Ocarina of Time video, no one's watching that shit, bro. Like, no one. It's no one's gonna watch it. So all of that work is gonna go down the drain. But you know what? I am proud of myself. I made something cool. I made something good. And hey, maybe if someone does see it, maybe they'll be like, oh, this AlgernonLIVE guy is pretty fucking epic and cool. I should like go over to him on Twitch and follow him and shit. But anyways, that's why I'm late. That's why I'm late. It's because I was working my tail end off. But yeah. So I don't have much else to talk about. So I'm gonna like play the game, bro.
Like play the game, bro.
Oh, this is the first time that I can actually use like the controller part of the fucking. Oh, I didn't put the game audio in here. Hold on. There we go. Y'all can see the stream or the controller input that I got going. You can barely see it because there is not much room on the screen. I didn't really think of that when I was like making this overlay like weeks before I did the overlay or input overlay thing, but yeah. Okay, so last time we was playing the silly. Okay, first things first, I gotta turn the game down. First things first, gotta turn the game down. So if you remember, the last thing we did was we went to Dodongo's cavern. We defeated King Dodongo, right? And fucking we did some shit with bombs. So now we're gonna start work on the next dungeon. Or dungeon if you're like a normal person who likes saying words normally, which I am not one of those people. So we gotta shut up, Navi. Also, I switched from my Xbox controller to my PS5 controller, so you're probably not gonna hear as many clickety clackities from my controller. And honestly, I might just switch to this motherfucker permanently when I play PC games. The reason I didn't was because the reason I didn't was because why am I blanking? Shut up, dude. I don't care. Oh wait, I just realized something. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I had that on there because I had to. I'll just say this, chat. I fucking started a new profile to film stuff for that narration. So, yeah. But fucking what am I thinking of? What was I just about to say? I was gonna say something. was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, fucking. The reason I was using the Xbox controller and not the PS5 controller, which I prefer personally. That's not the shit on Xbox or nothing. It's just this controller's quieter, and it's. I don't know. There's just something about the PS5 DualShock that's just like,
That shit is just so satisfying to use, bro.
But so fucking. Oh, hey, it's this guy.
How about some magic beans? They aren't selling very well. How about 10 rupees for one piece?
So yeah, let's get some magic beans. Probably the reason why they're not selling very well, Mr. Man, is because one, you're upping the price every time I purchase one, right? And two, you're fucking eating them. You're sticking your grubby little hand inside the fucking bag and then putting it in your mouth, and you're not cleaning off the hand, bro. Like, what the fuck? Lord knows, chat, that's the hand he wipes his ass with. It's gotta be, bro. So there's a gold rupee in Kakariko that we can get. What wallet do I have? Bullet bag, bomb bag. It doesn't tell me my wallet. What? Because the gold rupee I'm about to get will give me 200 rupees. And I don't want to get it, and then it's like,
Oh, you can only hold 99.
and it's like, bruh, what if I wanted the other fucking 101? You bitch. Sorry, I drank a Monster. I have Monster still. And that shit makes me act out. That shit's making me a bad boy. So oh wait, okay, real quick chat. I'm gonna make sure that all of my settings are how I want them to be, cause excuse me, cause fucking I turned off some shit, not realizing there was an N64 mode for this setting. Cause I like I said, I needed a shot for the narration of like classic Ocarina. I think that's everything. Also, can you let me do that? And then also, don't I have a rumble? Yeah. And then I have the Stone of Agony, don't I? I just felt it. Ha-ha! Oh shit, redeads. I do find it interesting that the Sun Song hurts redeads. And I'll talk about why I find that interesting later, because I don't want to spoil what happens. But everybody who has played Ocarina before and has gotten decently far in the game knows what I'm referring to. Oh shit, my rupee's going up. Hell yeah. So chat, because we have those 200 MFers, we do have the ability to get more magic beans. I don't think I'm going to get more though, because we already have 3. We don't need more than 3. I just got those then because
I don't know, I fucking can. I don't know.
God. I will definitely say this game, I'm not gonna do the typical thing like I'm like,
Oh god, this game's so pretty.
no, I don't think it's super pretty because it's a fucking N64 game, but for the time that this comes from, brother, this shit looking clean. I will definitely say one of the most interesting things about playing older games like this, fucking, I love seeing the techniques that the game developers used to achieve a certain effect, right? Because, like, you can tell in the night sky there's some dithering. I think that's the term, dithering. There's some dithering in the sky. And if you don't know what dithering is, let me mansplain dithering to you real quick, chat. So dithering, it was a technique for earlier video games where they would do these specific patterns for different textures and sprites, and that built in with the fucking, oh shit, that built in with the fucking native I think it was interpolation or something. Like there was like some fucking built-in visual effect with CRT TVs that would blur the image in a very specific way, right? And a lot of video games back when CRTs were standard. Why do you keep reappearing? You're only supposed to show up once and then you fuck off. Can you believe this shit, chat? But fucking the CRT would have this like built-in like effect. And so game developers, and specifically the people doing the visuals of the games, would sprite their stuff, like make their designs in a very specific way to make images look more higher quality than they actually were. If you want to see it in action, Literally, like, pull up any like game back when CRTs were really popular. Like, if you fucking, oh shit, if you take a look at like Mario RPG or like Castlevania Symphony of the Night with like on like an actual CRT, if you look at it with an actual CRT, shit looks so fucking good. You're like, what the hell? Like, and that was like a huge thing that a lot of people didn't really recognize because it wasn't really like talked about. But like, a lot of people who grew up during that time, whenever they'd replay those games, they'd be like, bro, why does, oh, you bitch, why does the game look like this? Why does it look bad? You know, I don't remember the game looking like this. The reason it looked like that is because the game was built for a CRT TV, and when you don't play it on a CRT TV, you notice all of the techniques that game devs used to make pixel art look nicer. That's why there's like weird like built-in shading into sprites for certain characters. It's because that mixed with like dithering and interlacing shit. I don't remember the exact terms, but like all that shit put together would make their art look nicer on a CRT TV. And when we switched to non-CRT TVs, those techniques didn't work anymore. Also, I am just now learning that you don't need to leave the area to get this cuckoo to respawn. And I am now slightly annoyed. And this time you should fucking run. But so a lot of the reason why this game probably looked better on a CRT for everybody who played it back on a CRT, that's why. It's because these games were made specifically with CRT TVs in mind, and when we switched away from CRT to, I think, RGB TVs is the correct term, all of the techniques they used to make their shit look nicer stopped working, because RGB TVs work differently from CRTs. The more you know, chat. So, and then there's a piece of heart right there, which is why we brought this chicken over here. Oh, I don't need you anymore. So, so now we need to run on back. It did just turn night at the perfect time, because we gotta get a sculptula, I believe. No, it's not. For a second, I thought I could turn me being an idiot and falling into the water into a actually AlgernonLIVE is the smartest man alive thing, because I thought the sculptula was down there, but no, it's right here. Do 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 do. I also will say that in making that narration, I like reminded myself that there's gonna be an Ocarina of Time remake, because I kind of forgot that was happening, right? I kind of forgot that Nintendo's making a new version of Ocarina of Time. Say what you will about the idea, I am excited for it. Okay. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do And I think it'll be cool to have take this idea or take the ideas that they had for this version of the game and really allow devs now to take the original ideas of Ocarina of Time and redo them now with better tech, right? But at the same time, I really don't want this to set a precedent where they're like, oh, we can just like re-release Ocarina of Time again and again. Like fucking, I'm pretty sure I said in the video where I reacted to it, I'm pretty sure that's the one I reacted to. Shit. I'm timed when I do this, so... No! But... fucking... I'm pretty sure I reacted to the Ocarina of Time remake announcement on stream. But I'm pretty sure the second I saw it, I shouted, Ocarina of Time has become Nintendo's Skyrim. And as much as that was a joke, I really don't want that to be the case. Because, like, there have already been multiple re-releases of Ocarina of Time, right? Like, it was initially released on the N64. Then a new version called Master Quest came out, and I'm pretty sure that was also on the N64. And then there was the GameCube version, and then there were ports of the N64 version from like for like the Wii, and then there was the 3DS remake, right? And then fucking it got ported to NSO. It was on the Wii U. And it's like, and now we're getting a remake on a console where we can already play the original Ocarina of Time. Now we're getting another remake of Ocarina of Time. And it's like, I really don't want Nintendo to just keep re-releasing Ocarina of Time whenever they feel like, oh, we're kind of losing the fans a little bit. Time to re-release Ocarina of Time. And you know that shit's gonna work. You know, every time they're like, reimagine this classic N64 title or re-experience, and you know, all the Nintendoids are gonna be like, oh my god, it's fucking Ocarina of Time. Ah! Miyamoto's done it again. And it's like, bro, how many times are you gonna play Ocarina of Time before it stops being the coolest shit ever, right? Like, I love Ocarina of Time too, don't get it twisted. I'm enjoying my time with the game so far. Also, I should have refilled my water bottle with water when I had the chance. But it's like, I love Ocarina as much as the next guy. I'm having a lot of fun. But it's like, brother, how many times are you gonna pay full price or pay a subscription to play Ocarina? All right. Diving game, 20 rupees. Want to play? Sure. Pick up all the rupees I throw from here. You have only a limited amount of time. When you pick them all up, come back here. I'll give you something very nice. I try really hard to make him not sound like a creeper. He is going to give me something that's actually nice. He's not going to show me his cock. Trust. There we go. Got something very nice for you. Come and get it. Also, I can't really hear it right now, but can I just say, Zora's Domain's background music is so pretty. Like, I could fall asleep to this song. What a graceful dive. Now please take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this, you can dive much deeper under the water. That was the worst angle for the fact that I was like, bro, I promise he's not doing anything bad. Okay, so I know we like just got to Zora's Domain, but we gotta leave real quick and head back to Lake Hylia for an item. Thankfully, this doorway leads to Lake Hylia, so we're not going very far. So we gotta get this bad boy. You got an empty bottle. Put something inside and press C to use it. What? Something's already inside. Yep. So then now is the time for everybody's favorite part of Ocarina of Time. Talking to the king. We're gonna go talk to the king, and he's gonna go da 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 da. Sorry, chat. I keep getting fucking Hamilton like songs recommended to me on YouTube, and every time I want to like fucking listen to them.
Oh, my dear sweet Princess Ruto. Where has she gone? I'm so worried.
Yeah, so we don't gotta do that.
Oh, this letter. It's from Princess Ruto. Let's see. She's inside Lord Jabu Jabu? That's not possible. Our guardian god, Lord Jabu Jabu, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu Jabu has been a little green under the gills. The evidence seems clear. Of course, you'll go find Ruto. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu Jabu. I'll keep this letter, you keep the bottle it was in. Take it, respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately, Zora.
Yes, that did take that long. I'm pretty sure you can get a quality of life thing that makes him go faster. Let me see. Maybe it's... I swear. Oh, let me do that. I forgot to increase the actor draw distance. That's why they keep appearing like that. Isn't there a way that you can speed him up? Yeah, you can do that. But I didn't want to, because everybody deserves to. I really hope they keep that in the remake. I really hope they do. It's really annoying, but it's also really funny. Okay. So immediately we're gonna ignore Lord Jabu Jabu, right? Because there's a gold sculptula here. And we gotta get it. We gotta get it, don't you see? Don't you know? Don't you see? Don't you know? Whew. Excuse me. I think we can blow one of these up. Right? Oh. That's crazy. Do, 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 do. God, she's so hot. I'm sorry. Is it implied that her nudie bits are covered by leaves? Nintendo, you know what you need to do. Welcome, Ovusi. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. I'll take anything you give to me, Mama. Hell yeah. Got Pharaoh's Wind. This is a warp magic you can use. So yeah, we now have like a teleporter thing. So I'm pretty sure now we've spoken, I believe we've spoken to all of the great fairies. I could be wrong about that. No, there's one more. Okay. So now we gotta do some shit.
And you're not gonna like it, chat. You're not. You're just not.
So we gotta go back to Zora's Domain, RQ, and we gotta go get a fishy. Now I know what you're saying. But Algernon, it's Zora's Domain. Like, aren't there like fish everywhere? Shut up. I'm on some shit tonight, chat. I'm sorry. Whew. Give me the... There we go. Fish! Also, welcome in, Eternal. I want that sushi. That's crazy. Crazy agreeable. Am I right, fellas? Chat, can you believe that Hero wants to judge me for wanting to fuck the Zoras? I said it in Twilight Princess to like an objectively hot character too. And he was like, ugh, what the fuck, bro? And I was like, bro, do you not like women? The fuck? She's hot. Your meal, sir. Oh no! I've been eaten! Oh no, chat, we've been vored. Oh, my fucking wallpaper engine is making noises again. Shut up. There we go. But Urbosa. I'm folding immediately. Listen. I am a man, but I will become a man wife if a IRL Gerudo lady showed up and loved me. Nintendo really said, bro, we got these villains, these like tall, dark-skinned, badass women. And we were like, awooga. And they were like, no. Yes, mommy, I mean, wife. So I will say this, chat. I do not remember Jabu Jabu's belly all that well. So... It's Princess Haruto. You? Who are you? I am Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me? I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now, and you, get out of here, understand? Oh no! That's crazy. So, we're just letting her die, right? Like, we can all agree with that? No, I'm just kidding. We have to go after her. Honestly, okay. Chat, can I just say, I actually really like Princess Haruto. She's a lot cooler later on in the game, but... Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord What do you mean by that? Lord Jabu Jabu, you want to have a seat over here? My name is Chris Hansen. I'm okay. I've been going inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu Jabu is very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. Of course, later on, I know what you are. On top of that, my precious stone was... But that's none of your business. Anyway, you go home now, understand? See, I know who you are, Chris Hansen, but I call you Chris Hansen. I watch your show all the time. You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You'd better believe me. Okay. Well, time for the best part of the game, the Ruto babysitting mission. So I believe if we head back this way, there should be a fucking Skulltula right there. Yes, I'm aware, Navi. I'm aware. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit, fairy! There we go. So to those who are uninitiated with the Zeldas, if you catch a berry in a fodder, if you die, it'll bring you back. So that's why I did that. In case you wanted to know. I will definitely say that I feel like... Oh, that's right. I can't come in here just yet. I feel like these early dungeons Like, the first 3 dungeons in Ocarina really, like, sell the whole, like, we're going on a fantastical adventure, and it's fun, and, you know, it's kind of kids movie-esque, right? Because, like, the first one, we were inside of a giant tree. The second one, we were in a cave. The third one, we're inside of a giant monster. So they kind of set the precedent that, like, oh, this is gonna be fun and wacky, and, you know, we're gonna have a good time. And then the dungeons later on, because again, I don't want to spoil it for people who don't know what happens. The dungeons after feel a lot more dangerous and spooky and scary. Which, like, obviously, if you are, well, okay, I don't see. Here's the thing, right? Because, like, I really want to have this series, like this playthrough, be like me examining Ocarina of Time, because as I said in the first stream, I've played a little ways into the original N64 version. I've almost beaten the 3DS version, but in both of those cases, I have not been paying attention to, like, the story, or, well, no, I was paying attention to the story when I played the 3DS version, but you have to keep in mind I played the 3DS version back in, like, middle school, like late middle school, early high school, right? So I barely remember, like, I know the footnotes of the story, but I don't remember the story off the top of my head, like, in full. So, like, I know what happens, but I don't know, like, specific details, right? So this is the first time that I'm really, like, seriously playing this game. But it's like, I know where I'm going, what I'm doing, and shit like that. And the problem is, because I know this information that you're not supposed to know yet, because, like, obviously, like, we're still early part of the game. Because I know that stuff, that's going to go into my, like, analysis on the game's story. So I'm like, I have to kind of, like, hold back a lot of my thoughts, because a lot of my thoughts come from the perspective of somebody who already knows, like, what's gonna happen. And I don't want to spoil it for people who don't. But from what I can tell you right now, this game has very interesting themes, and I feel like the themes that it presents don't really come to the forefront of the story. It's more so like you kind of realize what the game is talking about, like, when you really fully think about it. I will also say this, chat, I am so sorry for everybody who is, like, going through some weird motion sickness. Lord Jabu Jabu's belly is very, very fucked visually. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it being kind of gross and making you kind of queasy is the point. But I know there's probably people who are like, ooh, get that shit out of here, bro. Parks everywhere. Yeah, exactly. I will also say that this is around the time where I stopped my like N64 playthrough. So we're getting around to the point where it's gonna start being a little bit more blind again. But I doubt that's gonna stop me from, like, figuring this shit out like real quickly. Okay, so now we can like see the layout of the dungeon. Hey, Rudo. Yeah, shut up. Oh shit, I forgot about this room. I don't know why, chat, but I struggled with this room the first time that I did it. I was like, what am I doing? But no, that shit was baby easy. We're not gonna ask why that magic potion there is floating. That's that Miyamoto logic. Chat, show of hands. Who do you think that Playboy Cardi is in the Zelda universe? Because I know he's in the TF2 universe, and as we all know, Playboy Cardi is in every universe. Every universe he is the multiverse's anchor being. He is in every universe. So if somebody can find Playboy Cardi in Zelda, you have stumbled upon a Nexus being. Off to fight another critter, another innard of... Damn, that's crazy. I will also say this will probably be my first complaint about this game. And like, don't get it twisted. I will probably have more. Shit. But I really don't like how the boomerang controls, specifically because they'd figured out how to make the boomerang like satisfying since like Wind Waker. I know complaining about this is like complaining about some shit like complaining about some shit that worked really good in like Batman Arkham Knight while playing a Batman Arkham Asylum. Like, obviously, yes, a later game in the series is going to do fucking a mechanic better because they're the people developing it are more knowledgeable and the technology is better, but it's like, brother, the fact that it feels like shit. The fact that it feels like I need to, because like you can use it without, you can use the boomerang without Z targeting. But the fact that I feel the need that I have to, and maybe I'm using it wrong. That's another possibility. I'm not gonna like fucking say that can't possibly be the case. There is a chance that I'm using it wrong. But it's like, I don't know. Controlling the boomerang in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess is so much more satisfying in those games than it is in this game. That is one of the nice things about the boomerang though, chat. You can just like grab shit with it. You get another item like that later on in the game. But currently, as of right now, the boomerang is fucking amazing. Also, this mini boss sucks.
That's it. That's what.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what I've been looking for. Throw me up there onto the platform.
Ooh. There you go. Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone. But why Princess Ruto?
Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset when Lord Jabu Jabu swallowed it. While I was feeding him, he swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So take me home right now!
Bitch. Actually, I don't think I can call her that. She's basically a child. Or she's not even basically a child. She is a child. Zora biology is weird because they age really slowly. So for all we know, Princess Ruto could be like technically like 100 years old and still be a child. How do I... Me. How the fuck? Yeah, there we go. Shit. I wanted to avoid doing it the bitch boy way, but the real man way is stinking up a storm, so I guess we're being bitch boys today. There we go.
We did it!
Where's... Oh. So then... Break. Oh, hey, another fairy. Well, shit. I don't have another bottle to put you in. So I really want to save that Lon Lon milk. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I want to save that Lon Lon milk for a rainy day. If I'm like in a fight and I'm right about to die and I don't have a fairy, I would prefer to not use, or that's when I would want to use my milk. Because them shits, from what I remember, they do... I think they're the potion that does the most amount of healing. So that drops me back down here. And then take this box, weigh that motherfucker down. There we go. So then, fuck you. At least I've gotten all my health back, or almost all my health back. The main reason why I didn't want to use the bitch boy strategy, other than the fact that it makes me a bitch, it's because it does cost you a lot of health. But, hey, we got there in the end, and that's all that matters to me. Hell yeah, chat. And I think we just crawl up here. I think we do it. I could be wrong. Uh-huh. We'll also say I do really prefer the ability in later Zelda games to have the boomerang like attack multiple points. Oh, boss time? Oh my glob. Oh fuck, I didn't actually see his name. I was too busy reading. Bioelectric anemone Baronade. Ow. Oh, fuck.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
I remember when that was the funniest shit on the internet, bro? For your information, chat, I have to crab claw this shit. And it is hurting my hand.
Yeah, we did it, we did it.
Okay. Where's Princess Ruto? Well, we got another... Oh, there she is. We got another heart piece.
You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little.
Uh-huh. Chick, you are way too close. Girl, stop.
You looked cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Just a little. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? Just tell me.
I want that spiritual stone.
You mean the spiritual stone of water? Zora's sapphire, don't you? My mother gave it to me and said I would give it only to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora's engagement ring. All right. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire.
I'm on some chowder shit right now. I don't want to get married just yet, bro. And the fact that I'm interacting with you now when you're like looking like a child. Okay, this is weird, right? Because like Nintendo confirmed that Zoras live a very long lifespan, right? Like, Zoras can live for hundreds of years. Does this mean, because, spoiler alert, we see Ruto when she's a lot older? Does this mean that at some point between when you're playing as Child Link versus when you're playing later and as adult Link, that she just has like some growth spurt? I don't know. Like, obviously, I don't think they intended Zoras to live that long in the lore now, like in N64 Zelda, but the retroactive canonicity is weird. You obtain Zora's Sapphire. This is the spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zora. Her most precious possession. You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Chat. Oh,
Don't tell my father.
I need an adult. All right, chat, real quick. Before we continue on, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, both to refill my water bottle and also take the fattest shit of my life. So I will be right back. Chat, we're so back. I'm done from pooping. I'm sorry. Okay, first things first, we gotta make it nighttime. We gotta make nighttime. We gotta go night. There we go. I got some Wawa too. You know what? Just for y'all, chat. Just for y'all. I'm gonna go take a little sippy. I'm gonna take a little sippy of water. Let's see if I can't make it. How do I apologize for everyone's ears. I'm gonna try something. If I get really loud, I'm sorry. Hello? Okay. Chat, are you ready? Are you ready for the sippy? Are you ready for the sippy? Oh god damn it, you can't hear it. Alright, never mind. I wanted to do ASMR, but no ASMR for you. Nothing for chat. I was kind of hoping you'd be able to hear me sipping on some water. So there's some gold sculptulas around here somewhere. And you'd think I'd hear them by now. Oh, there's one. I'm sorry if that was really fucking loud. It was really loud in my ears. Okay. So we got that. So now it is time to go on the great Skulltula collecting adventure. We got a fuck ton of gold Skulltulas we need to collect now that we have the boomerang. Including returning to some dungeons. So real quick, do you have to say anything interesting?
Did my most precious possession help you in your quest?
Not yet. Damn. Okay. I say this in the most, like, respectful way possible. Why did Link have, like, the cuntiest pose ever, bro? Bro is, like, 9 and it was serving cunt there for a second. And I don't feel good about it. God, I really wish I could, like, fast travel or something, because we are going to be traveling some distance here. I mean, okay. We will get fast traveling stuff later, but I want to do this now. Make it daytime, at least for right now, because I don't want to have to be fighting a fuck ton of skull kids. Or is it not skull kids? Stalfos. I think that's what they're called. The little skeleton men. I will definitely say I didn't remember Lord Jabu Jabu's belly being that short of a dungeon. But that being said, I feel like, well, okay, not even I feel like, I know the dungeons are gonna get a lot quicker, or a lot longer once we're done with this first section. But first, we got some shit to collect. So, first things first, we gotta go back to the Great Deku Tree. So we gotta waltz our way on over to the Great Deku Tree. Just for a gold Skulltula. I will say this, because, like, Nintendo did something really interesting with legitimately just the Kokiri kids. Because they fade in when you get near them, but they're the only characters in this game who do that, from what I can tell. So I wonder if there's this thing where maybe Kokiri kids can't be seen by people. And I mean, there is the very obvious thing here from earlier on in the story. Saria outright was like, I knew you were going to leave because you're different from me and my friends, which confirms that Link is obviously not a Kokiri. And I think that might be the reason that maybe fucking why people can see him. Because my guess is maybe that the Kokiri are like fairy people, and you need to be like pure of heart or something to see them, I guess. And I don't know, man. I'm pulling shit out of my ass here. I don't know why the Kokiri kids fade in. I know technology-wise why they do, but lore-wise, I couldn't tell you. Time. I will also say this, chat. I am kind of excited to see if I can remember what you're supposed to do in the Forest Temple and in the Fire Temple, because if you followed the channel for a little while, you'll know that I want to say it might have been this year, so it wasn't that long ago, but shit. This way. You'll remember that I did an April Fool's stream where I said I was gonna play Ocarina, and it was actually a fucking... It was a fucking, It was a Left 4 Dead 2 map of the Fire Temple. But they made that same guy who made the Fire Temple map, he also did one for the Forest Temple. Oh wait, shit, that's right, you're supposed to hold it down. I don't know why I used the boomerang for that, because I mean, obviously. But they also did one for the Forest Temple, and me and Hero played that off stream. Not the same night. We played it before we streamed the Fire Temple, but I do remember those, and I wonder if any knowledge from that will translate to the original. Take a sip of Monster, because I'm noticing that I'm starting to lose a little bit of energy. You can tell that I'm losing energy when I start being like, yeah, so like, and then, so, but, now we gotta go to Lon Lon Ranch for another gold sculpt. We've got to go to Lon Lon Ranch for a few, actually. For 2 gold Sculptulas. Thankfully, Lon Lon Ranch is a lot closer to Kokiri Forest than Kokiri Forest is to Zora's Domain. So we won't be spending too much time heading there. We will get a faster way to explore the world later on, chat. But for right now, we do kind of just have to stick to legging it. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I find it interesting because, like, I mean, okay, Hyrule Field is weird because it's like, it's a mostly open area except for Lon Lon Ranch. It's weird. I don't, why, like, I wonder how Lon Lon Ranch is gonna look in the remake, which is something that I've said like multiple times in this stream. Just I wonder what it's gonna look like in the remake. I wonder what this is gonna look like in the remake. But it's on the brain, so that is not what I wanted. There we go. And then somewhere in this area is a gold sculptula. We gotta just avoid these crows for a little while. I think they're called guas, if I remember correctly. I think that's what they're called. But there is one right there. I see it. Die. Die. You dick. Okay. So now we need to head back to Hyrule Field, but I want to make it daytime. For two reasons, actually. Watch this. Oh, look at that, chat. I'm right at the start of the area. Wow. So we need to... Oh, there's the postman. We'll worry about him later. Because there is a side quest with him, or that involves him later. But yeah, he'll be running about. So I believe this is where we gotta go. So around right over there, I believe. Yep. And then we do this. That will clear out all them bitches. And then there's supposed to be a gold sculptula right there. Also, don't question why there's a cow down here. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. So, since we're right here, there is another gold sculptula that we can get in Gerudo Valley. So, let's head that way. There's not really much to talk about. We're kind of just collecting shit right now. I'm sorry. You ever get that weird feeling where it's like, you know that there's like a hair in your mouth, but for some reason you can't get it the fuck out? That's happening to me right now. There we go. The troubles of having long hair such as I. 40 Skulltulas. I wonder how many there are. How many Skulltulas there are in the game, because I've never collected all of them. This is Babby's first Skulltula hunt. Then there's a Skulltula on the house there, I think, unless I already got it. Oh, it's becoming daytime, so I'm gonna have to return it to the night. Dayman! Ah! Fighter of the night, man! Ah! Champion of the sun! Ah! Oh no, I just outed to the world I'm an Always Sunny fan. No! That's right, chat. I like the funny show about terrible people. Okay. So then let's return back to Hyrule Field, because there's a Skulltula right near the entrance to Kakariko Village. Isn't this fun and interesting to watch, chat? Don't you like seeing me go from one place to the other and get the same item? Actually, I'm gonna make it day again. I gotta be the Dayman again. Dayman! Ah! Fighter of the night, man! Ah! But so, what was I just about to say? Oh yeah, isn't it really interesting watching me just walk around Hyrule Field collecting Skulltulas and then moving over Hyrule Field again to, you guessed it, collect more Skulltulas? I just realized something, because Navi, talking to Navi isn't bound to the D-pad, which is how I've been using my items. It's bound to the C-stick, which in Ship of Arcanian, C-stick is usually bound to the right analog stick. Because I have the right analog stick using the camera and the D-pad using the items, I don't think I can talk to Navi. I could rebind something to talk to her, but honestly, I don't fucking need her. I'm sure if you were playing Ocarina without a walkthrough, she would be helpful. But currently, as of right now, she's just constantly saying hey to like remind us that she exists. I believe that if we get close, yeah, if we get close to the castle, a cutscene's about to play. Or gonna play. So we're gonna want to keep our distance from the castle for right now. Otherwise, we're gonna have to watch like a whole ass cutscene. Which, I mean, it's not a bad cutscene or anything. It's just, it would be better to do it now, or it would be better to experience it when I want to experience it, not now, because lore-wise, it's not going to make sense to experience it now. Ow. Dick. Ow. Dick. Ow. Dick. AAA games be like. There we go. All right, and then we have to head back to Dodongo's cavern now. Or no, we have to head into Kakariko, go to the graveyard, then we have to head to Dodongo's cavern. For more Skulltulas. I don't know how many more Skulltulas I need are on the roster. Okay, these are the last 2 Skulltulas we gotta get. Then we can like keep playing the fucking game. So here's what I'm thinking, chat. I'm gonna get these last 2 Skulltulas. We're gonna play the cutscene that needs to play, and then we're gonna do the cool shit, and then I'm gonna end stream. Because it makes sense to end stream where I'm planning to end it, and it also means that this stream won't be like 10 million buttfuck years long. It just means most of it will be me collecting Skulltulas, and it'll be boring. But 'tis the nature of Ocarina. It's kind of sad though, because like I want to play more. That's the thing, chat, because like I want to say like the week after I started the Ocarina playthrough, I really wanted to, like during the power outage, I really wanted to play Ocarina, but I had to resist the urge. I will definitely say, like, no matter what my opinion on this game will be at the end, I think no matter what, I'm gonna be like, it's a fun game. But I feel like that's my opinion on, like, almost every video game that I've played. Like, I think the modern Assassin's Creed games are fun. Like, I'm a very simple man. I'm easy to please. I'm easy to pleasy when it comes to video games. So I doubt that my opinion won't stray far from it's fun, but I definitely do want to like take a stand on where I think like Ocarina is quality-wise. I will definitely say right now, where I'm currently at right now, right, is I think Ocarina is really fun, and it is a good game, but I don't currently think that it's one of the best Zelda games of all time. Not even a matter of I don't think it's the best game of all time. I don't even think it's one of the best Zelda games. I would definitely say I would say that for what Ocarina does, I think Twilight Princess, ignoring Wolf Link, does it slightly better, right? But here's the thing though, I'm not done with Ocarina, and I finished Twilight Princess. So for all I know, also there's a chest over here I didn't get last time. For all I know, that opinion that I hold right now could change. Oh, it's only $5. Fuck you. So I don't currently know where I stand Zelda wise. I don't know. Or Ocarina wise. I just don't know. Right? But currently, as of right now, I would say that like, this is gonna piss off a lot of people. Where I stand. Oh, wait. I don't even want to run the risk of losing my Deku shield. I don't want to pay for another one. Where I stand right now with Zelda, or with Ocarina, it is currently, and again, this is going to piss off a lot of people, I would say currently, as of right now, Ocarina of Time is my least favorite 3D Zelda game. And that is not an insult on Ocarina of Time's quality. It is more so bias towards future Zelda games, right? Because like my list of like favorite just 3D Zelda games is Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, Ocarina. Tears of the Kingdom is not on that list because I have not played it yet, so I have no opinion on it, right? So let me see here. Okay. Hell yeah. But currently, as of right now, and again, reminder to everybody who's watching this or will watch this, my opinion might change. Did I say Skyward Sword on my list? I can't remember. Skyward Sword is probably my third favorite. I don't remember if I said Skyward Sword or not. But currently, as of right now, Ocarina of Time is my least favorite. And again, that is not a statement on the game's quality. That is saying Ocarina of Time. Me saying Ocarina of Time is my least favorite Zelda, like 3D Zelda, is at the same level of me saying that Arkham Asylum is my least favorite Batman Arkham game. It's not because Batman Arkham sucks. It's because the rest of the games are just better. They're just better. But again, reminder, this is bias. Quality-wise, I don't know yet, because I haven't fully experienced the game yet. But bias-wise, as of right now, this is my least favorite 3D Zelda game. So we're gonna then head to the Skulltula house for some items. So I don't remember if we got the 31.
The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you.
Hey, bomb shoes.
The curse has been broken. Yeah.
Hey, Giant's wallet. I can carry 500 rupes. That's crazy. All right. So now is the time, chat. Now is the time for big shit to happen. Who's ready for big shit? So, we're gonna head towards Castletown. real quick, I just want to check something. I do want to check something. Let me check something. Okay. So before we I intentionally wanted to do this now for better lore reasons, but we do have to do a side quest now to get it done and out of the way and not forget about it. So, and it's gonna be a little tedious. So we're gonna have a little bit more time together, but oh shit. Damn! Zelda's got an arm on her. Ganondorf. Does he talk here? I don't remember.
I lost her. You over there, little kid. You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me! So you think you can protect them from me? You've got guts, kid. You want a piece of me? Very funny. I like your attitude.
Shit.
Pathetic little fool. Do you realize who you're dealing with? I am Ganondorf, and soon I will rule the world.
There he goes. My nightmare became true. All right. So let's get whatever she threw in here.
This is my dime bag. I'm hiding it from the cops. Please don't smoke my keef.
You found the Ocarina of Time. This is the royal family's hidden treasure, which Zelda left behind. It glows with a mystical light.
Oh my glob. Oh, Vussy, can you hear me? It's me, Zelda. Oh, Vussy, when you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina and this melody.
Ew, she put her mouth on this, and we're gonna get cooties. You've learned of the Song of Time.
Wow. A white screen. Now, Ovusi, place this...
Jesus.
Play this medal in front of the altar in the Temple of Time. You must protect the Triforce.
Yeah, so we are dead ass not doing that right now. So the quest that we're about to do is technically optional, but like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't even think you get a reward for doing this. You might make some money, if I remember correctly, but... Thankfully, I don't remember if that... I don't think this side quest took very long. Yeah. Shut up. I want to get this done with. Want to get this done and over with, so I can like do the cool shit. I will quickly grab some rupees from up here. No! How do I get out of here? Oh no, you can't! No! I'm stuck inside the moat forever. And ever. And ever. I'm being a little shit. I know I can go back and get that. Well, I probably should. I can go get the roaming. Okay, so the red rupees give you 20. So, okay. So this entire quest, the mask salesman quest, is another like sort of fucking errand boy quest. Our main goal here is we're gonna buy masks from the happy mask salesman and then give those masks to certain NPCs in the world. Thankfully, we know where they are, so I don't have to like talk to every single fucking NPC, but it is gonna again just be more I'm going over here and now I'm going over here. Do you think you're in a disguise, Mr. Hero? Oh, is that a Key something character mask? I heard he's very popular recently. He's my boy's favorite, that Key something mask, if you don't mind. Will you sell it to me? Sure. My boy will be very happy with this. You really are, Mr. Hero. Hey, you sold the 10 rupee mask for 15 rupees. You earned a little profit. Let's go. Yeah. So yeah, that's the whole entire deal with this quest, is that we're gonna buy masks from the happy mask salesman, give it to a guy who's going to hopefully give us more money for it so we make a profit, and then we have to go and pay him back. And I think we have to do this like 3 times. I think we do it either 3 or 4 times. We do it 3 times, and then we get an item, and then we go and we do something else with one of the masks that we get afterwards. That's what happens. So it is becoming nighttime, and I don't appreciate it. Ow. I still don't know how the sun song works. Either it calls the sun and makes an entire night skip through, or we are speeding up time just for ourselves. My guess, okay, my guess is this. Because this whole, this game's whole shtick is time, my guess is that we're speeding up our own time. Either we're speeding up our own time or we're slowing down our time. Well, okay, let me think. Let me think about this. Because I consider myself a time travel aficionado, so let me think this through real quick. If we speed up, okay. We slow down our time so that we remain the same. We remain in the same moment after we just played the song, but time continues around us. So we are going forward in time, but we're not aging when we do it. That's how I'm assuming the sun song works. Because if we were to speed up our time, we would slow down everybody else's time and we would get older while everybody else stayed the same. So the reverse is true, or is what's happening rather. Did I just make up some bullshit to make some random thing in a Zelda game make sense? Yes. Am I now going to take it as canon? Yes. Because it makes sense. It makes sense. Now, thankfully, we can only do that by days. So it's not like we can play the sun song and then wait like 20 years. And then we're like, fuck. Fuck, dude. Shit. Though, okay. I'm gonna spoil something a little here. The Song of Time can canonically make you go back in. Oh, well, no, okay. Do I want to say this? Okay. Fuck. How? Okay. How do I want to do this? Because I have something I want to talk about for a quick second, but I don't want to... I don't want to spoil something for people who don't know the game, like what happens in this game. I'm going to stay vague. So in a future Zelda game, in the Zelda game that came after this one, the Ocarina of Time has the ability to turn back time. So it could be argued that if you accidentally use the sun song in a way that does make you go forward 20 years, you could just reverse time. Oh shit. Am I doing what?
All the young Deku Scrub brothers agree you look exactly like our sacred forest totem. As an offering from us, please accept these Deku sticks. We will also enhance your carrying skills. Abracadabra, alakazam!
Wow! I can carry 30 Deku sticks. Okay, I'm actually glad I came in here. I thought this was meaningless for half a second. I forgot they actually get something for doing this. So in Majora's Mask, we use the Ocarina of Time to turn back time. So realistically, if you accidentally used the Sun Song to travel forward 20 years, you could just use the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time to just go back. So.
Under that mask, aren't you that Kokiri kid? Quite an unusual mask you have there. I like it. It may make me look a little bit tougher. Hey, why don't you give it to me?
Okay.
Yosa, I'm gonna wear this all the time.
He just gave you 10 rupees for this 20 rupee mask. You lost money on that deal. Yeah, we get screwed. Honestly, we shouldn't be surprised though. I doubt a Skull Kid has much need for rupees. But hey, that's the heart of the deal, heart of the cards. And also we have like 335 rupees. I think we can spare losing 10. But yeah. Time travel is fun, chat. I really like thinking hypotheticals about time travel. Cause like I feel like time travel as a concept is treated like it's this really kind of difficult thing. Time travel these balls, that's crazy. It's like I've heard a lot of people say that certain time travel rules are complicated and hard to follow, and it's like every time I think about time travel from fiction, it makes sense. Because it's like there's like 3 main archetypes for time travel. There's Back to the Future time travel, Avengers Endgame time travel, and then oh, that's right, it's right down up, not right up down. Sorry. There's Avengers Endgame time travel, and then there's Doctor Who time travel, and Back to the Future time travel, right? So, and like each of these are pretty easy to understand when you like apply an analogy to it, right? So like, imagine. So for Back to the Future time travel, or like butterfly effect, or strict butterfly effect is rather, because technically Doctor Who time travel is also butterfly effect, but it's less strict. Back to the Future time travel is simple as this. When you travel back in time and you change the past, you erase the original timeline that you come from, and you create a new one when you go back to the future, hence the name Back to the Future. So say in one future, I walk up to Princess Zelda and I shank her in the garden and she dies, and I travel back in time and I prevent my past self from shanking Princess Zelda. That would erase the timeline where she died and create a new timeline. But okay, let me think about this real quick, because now I've started on a whole nother hypothetical, because it's like, if you go back in time and stop yourself from killing somebody, it would create a paradox. It would create a paradox, because if you kill somebody and then go back in time to stop yourself from killing somebody, it would erase the timeline. Okay. It would only start a paradox if you create time travel. hold on. Let me think. Okay. It would create a paradox, both in the essence of if you create time travel to then go back in time to stop yourself from killing somebody, then in the new timeline, I can do this in a second, but I want to keep going until my thought is done. In the new timeline, there would be no reason for you to invent time travel. Thus, you can't go back in time and stop yourself from killing that person, right? So it would create this paradox. The way to avoid that is to, when you stop yourself from murdering somebody, you have to tell your past self, hey, by the way, even if this person lives in this timeline, you still have to travel back in time and stop yourself from killing this person, because otherwise all of this is for naught. Because I'm going to be erased and this new timeline's going to exist where I no longer have a reason to invent time travel. So no matter what, you have to invent time travel and go back and stop yourself from killing this person to ensure the timeline stays, right? Because, like, here's the thing about time travel is that the moment you can go backwards in time, time stops being a line and it becomes a circle. Like, that's just how time travel has to work, right? So in Back to the Future time travel, where time travel is strict, like strict butterfly effect, if you go back in time and kill somebody, if you go and kill somebody, then in the future you create a time machine and you go back in time to stop yourself from killing that person, you then have to tell your past self that you have to create time travel in the future and go back to stop you, to ensure that the new timeline exists. But that then means that in that timeline, or in that hypothetical, there is a moment in time where there will always be like a version of yourself who is going to kill somebody and a version of yourself who has to go back in time and stop themselves from doing that, right? And then there's Doctor Who time travel, which is soft butterfly effect, where there are key points in time that you cannot change, and flux points in time that you can change. This is why, you know, Daleks can go back to ancient Egypt. Now, what if that's canon, you going back? Well, if it's canon that you go back in time, you have to ensure it stays canon, because the moment it stops being canon, it stops you from preventing the death. Because, like, if it's canon that you go back in time, then you absolutely have to create time travel, right? But that then means that you 100% create time travel. That's all it would change. It wouldn't change the outcome of the time travel. You'd still have to go back and ensure that you create the time machine. But it would just ensure that no matter what, you don't, like, there's no possibility of failure, because eventually, no matter what, you have to create time travel. Otherwise, there's no point, because if you couldn't, then you can't go back in time. Then you can't go back in time to stop yourself, right? Example is Harry Potter, when Harry and his friends went back earlier in the day. I'm going to be honest with you, Eternal. I have not watched Harry Potter since Harry Potter 3. So all of the time travel shit, I know nothing about. I don't know how Harry Potter time travel works. I'm sure I would understand it if I watched it, but yeah. So even if traveling through time, you going back in time is canon, it wouldn't ensure that the timeline stays. It just ensures that your past self will always invent time travel and then go back to stop you, right? But they still have to make the active choice to do so. It's kind of like removing fate, right? Or not removing fate, it's ensuring fate. If you make it canon that it's going to happen no matter what, you're making it fate so that no matter what, your free will is gone. No matter what, you will always create the time machine and go back, but you would still have to go back, right? With Doctor Who time travel, you can change things, but it depends on how important the thing that you're changing is. Because in Doctor Who, right, there are fixed points in time and flux points in time, right? The timeline is always in flux. That's why, you know, back in 1963, there was an episode where the Daleks invaded Earth, right? In that timeline, Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter, leaves the TARDIS to go live a normal life with someone she fell in love with, right? However, in present day Doctor Who, no one remembers the Daleks invading Earth back in the 60s or around the 60s. I don't exactly know when in the timeline that episode happens. But, like, no matter what, in any of future Doctor Who, none of the humans mention a Dalek invasion of Earth, right? So, that then means that that invasion of Earth is a flux point in time, and something happened at some point in Doctor Who that made it so that timeline where the Daleks invaded Earth and there was a human-Dalek war never happened, right? But there are also fixed points in time, like Pompeii. The Doctor outright says he can't stop Pompeii from happening. It is too important to the timeline. But he can bend the rules a little bit, which he does by saving, I think his name is Vitruvius. It's the guy played by Peter Capaldi in that episode. He saves his family, and that's fine, because that character or that person is not as important to the timeline as Pompeii is, or Pompeii blowing up is to the timeline. And we know what happens when a fixed point in time gets changed in Father's Day, because when a fixed point in time happens, a time loop happens where something is always happening, and you can, like, okay, spoilers for the episode Father's Day. In the episode, Rose goes back in time and saves her father. It's literally the, like, same sort of deal that we were talking about earlier. It's just you don't get to go back in time and ensure that what happens, because in this timeline, or in the rules of Doctor Who's time travel, when Rose saves her father from dying in a car accident, it then sets the world into this time loop where Time Reapers come in and will kill everybody involved. I don't remember exactly why. I don't think they're guardians of the timeline. I think they follow similar rules as Weeping Angels, if I remember correctly, where they, like, gain sustenance from killing somebody who's, I don't know. But if they were only stopped when Rose's father ensured that the original timeline stayed intact by intentionally getting run over by the car. So that's how Doctor Who time travel works, where there are some things you can change and some that you can't. And if you can't, or if you try to change something that you can't, a fixed point, then that's when the Time Reaper shows up and all things go bad. It's why the Doctor currently can't go back in time and meet Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart again because his death is now a fixed point in his timeline. So if he were to go back and meet with him or even try to prevent his death, the Time Reapers would come, right? So that's Doctor Who time travel. Then there's Avengers Endgame time travel, which is completely different. It's explained in... So, okay. The time travel in Avengers Endgame is explained in a very specific way that keeps it confusing. And I think they did that intentionally for a joke. But really, it's not that complicated when you really think about it. Because time travel in the butterfly effect scenario, so in Back to the Future and Doctor Who time travel, you're just taking the timeline and then you're setting off a branch that then loops back in on the timeline, right? When you time travel in Avengers Endgame, it's like, think of the timeline like a yarn of string, right? There's a definitive start point and a definitive end point. Say the start point is the beginning, or say the start point is when you want to travel to, and the end point is where you want to travel from. Time travel in Avengers Endgame works like taking two ends of a string of yarn and putting them together, right? You're not traveling back into the past. You're just making the past your future, right? So that's why they couldn't go back in time to kill Thanos, to prevent Thanos from snapping and killing half the universe. Because when you travel back to the future, you're just unfurling the yarn back to the way it initially was. So that's why they couldn't go back and just kill Thanos, because if they did, it wouldn't change anything, because they're not taking that endpoint from where they were, erasing it and starting from the new start point. They're just going back. It's kind of like bending time, right? Like in on itself. And it's like, it's almost like the timeline itself almost has like paradox insurance, so that no matter what, a time paradox cannot happen, right? But changes in the timeline will affect everybody else who did not time travel. So, as the Ancient One explains in that one scene, if Hulk takes the time stone from 2012 and brings it back to the modern day and doesn't return it, it would create a new timeline where the time stone stopped existing in 2012, right? But everybody who time traveled back in time, back to 2012, couldn't live in that timeline because you don't erase the original timeline. So that's how endgame time travel works. With that out of the way, we can now finish the side quest. I hope that made some semblance of sense to every other normal person in the chat, because that shit makes sense to me.
Gah! It's Stimpy, the Gravekeeper! Oh, it's just a mask. I get a different kind of fright from that mask than I get from Dompe. Will you give that mask to me?
Sure.
With this mask, I'll be just like Dompe. Here's my money.
Hey. You sold the 30 rupee mask to a kid for full price, and he didn't mind paying it at all. Hell yeah. So we didn't make a profit off of this one, but honestly, I get it. I wouldn't want to pay over 30 for a wooden mask like that. Now, okay, I know I just finished the time travel thought, But there was another thought that I had to myself a couple days ago that I really, 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 really want out there, because it's such a cool concept that, like, my God, I want someone out there other than me, because it would take me like way too much time, and I already have like a fuck ton of... Oh shit, wait. I gotta go back to the graveyard. I gotta go back to the graveyard and do something. So Neil deGrasse Tyson was doing this talk about dimensional beings in relation to one another, is the best way I can really put it. So he explained in the hypothetical that to a two-dimensional being, like, how do you imprison a two-dimensional being? You draw a box around it, right? A two-dimensional being can only go in 4 directions: up, down, left, and right. If you draw a square around it, then it can't go anywhere. And if you say just go forward or backward, they would be like, what are you talking about? Because there is no forward and backward in the second dimension. So then what do you do to imprison us, 3-dimensional beings? You put us in a cube. So a three-dimensional being can only go, I think, 6 directions? Yeah. Because we can go up, down, left, and right, and forward and back. Right? And it's like, how do you escape something like this? Well, you can't. But to a 4th-dimensional being, which to us, the 4th dimension is time, all they would have to do is travel to a time where... They would have to travel to a time where the cube isn't there, right? So they could either travel forward in time to a time when the cube is destroyed by the entropy of time itself, right? Or they go back in time to a time before the cube was made, right? That's how a 4th-dimensional being could escape a 3-dimensional prison. So, how do you imprison a 4th-dimensional being? My thought process is this. Say a time traveler, either another 4th-dimensional being or a 3rd-dimensional being who can travel through time. They build a cube that is completely indestructible at the beginning of time. Like, at the very second that time started. Like, at the Big Bang, or whenever you consider time to have started, right? And that cube will exist until time stops, right? So it ensures that no matter what, for the entirety of time itself, that cube will always be there. Then you put that 4th-dimensional being in there, right? Now, this only works if the 4th-dimensional being can't travel through 3 dimensions and the 3rd dimension and the 4th dimension at the same time, right? Because if they can only change their time, then they would just have to go back in time to a point where they're not inside the cage or inside the cube, meaning that no matter what, how goes stream? Hero, you have come at a very interesting time, because I am like doing some like 4th dimensional like thought processes type shit. We just got the ocarina. We're doing the mask thing. and then we're gonna get the Master Sword. But I'm having time travel talk because this was on my mind, and I wanted to put this concept out there. So, say that if a fourth dimensional being can only affect their personal timeline, then all they have to do to escape the Eternity Cube, we'll call it, all they'd have to do is... Oh, fuck, where does... Oh, there's the postman. All they'd have to do is just travel to a point where they're not inside the Eternity Cube, and there you go, they've escaped. But, say hypothetically... How do I stop this guy? Oh. I have to wait for him to, like, take a breather, so we gotta hang out with him for a second. But say, hypothetically, that they can only just travel through time, but they can't, like, also travel through any other dimension while they're traveling through time. If you can get a fourth dimensional being inside the Eternity Cube, then you've just imprisoned a fourth dimensional being. So, and like, I'm gonna be, hey Fox, again, just like Hero, you've joined in a very, very interesting discussion. Also, Postman, you can run a little bit faster. There is a monster like right there. But like, I'm VIP. Yeah, I VIP'd a bunch of people. But like, okay, so if we say hypothetically that the fourth dimensional being can't travel through any other dimension while he's traveling through time, if you just manage to get him inside the Eternity Cube at some point, then you have just imprisoned a fourth dimensional being, because no matter what, the Eternity Cube has been there since the beginning of the time and will be there until the end of time. So that then means that you can, if the fourth dimension works the way that we're talking hypothetically here, you can imprison a fourth dimensional being. Which is such a cool fucking concept to me that I really want somebody out there, please God, write that. This man is not stopping. He is going. I need to give you the bunny hood, sir. Okay, there we go. I bet with those long ears, you can hear the voices. What? Oh, these are genuine rabbit ears from the animal of legend. I don't care how expensive it is. Please sell it to me. Sure. My longtime dream, returning to the wildlife. Finally, the actor, stage, and prop have been united. It's a 50 rupee mask, but he paid you a crazy amount of money for it. More money than you can count. Go back. Okay. Sir? Is this dude okay? I mean, I can't judge if you just heard what I was talking about. Are you winning? I am winning, Fox. Are you winning? I sure hope so. And there he goes. Have fun, big man. Don't know how the bunny hood didn't make me faster. Okay, so now that we have done that, once we pay up to the happy mask salesman, we can get the mask of truth. Which then we need to return back to the Lost Woods. Back to the Deku scrubs that gave us the stick upgrade. But yeah, so Eternal, if you can't tell, I really like time travel as a fictional concept. I really do. And I think about shit like this all the time. All right, sir. 50 rupees for you. The roar, don't let you... The Mask of Truth. This mask in other people's minds. It's useful but scary. Why is it scary? You may find out as you grow older and discover the true meaning of life. Mask of Truth. Oh! And you can get a Zora or Gerudo mask. That... Okay. That then... Okay. I've got a hypothetical for y'all, right? And this will probably be a very easy hypothetical to answer. In Majora's Mask, right? Link gets masks of souls of people, and when he puts them on, he becomes those people, right? Like, that's something he does in Majora's Mask. However, you don't get a Gerudo mask in the game. Now, hypothetically, we know that Gerudo men do exist. Ganondorf is a Gerudo, right? However, because... So, spoilers for Skyward Sword. If you haven't played Skyward Sword, and you want to know about the biggest fucking Zelda twist reveal, I don't know, mute the stream for the next, like, 10 seconds, maybe. At the end of Skyward Sword, Demise, the big bad of Skyward Sword, Demise, curses the 3 Triforce holders, that being Link, Zelda, and himself, to always reincarnate in the Zelda timeline, right? That then ensures that no matter what, or at the very least, it's safe to assume that every Gerudo male that is born is a reincarnation of Ganon or Demise. Now, say Link in Majora's Mask heals the soul of a Gerudo, right? If he puts that mask on, would he either transform into a woman, or would he transform into a Gerudo male, and would that turn him into Ganon? Because, like, in Majora's Mask, we just so happen to never get a soul of a woman. All of the souls that we get in Majora's Mask are men, right? So it really begs the question: if you get the soul of another person who is a woman in the mask, and you put the mask on as a dude, do you become a woman or do you stay a dude? And in the case that you stay a dude, would Link become Ganon? All my young Deku Scrub brothers say, you have a horrible face. But don't worry, we will reward you with many Deku Nuts. Of course, we will also enable you to carry more of them. Abracadabra, alakazam. I don't know why he just rewarded me for scaring the shit out of them, but hey, I will take it. Okay, so now we can finally stop talking about some weird hypothetical shit, and we can, like, keep playing the game. And now we're gonna go do the cool thing. And, well, I'm gonna, I mean, it's pretty obvious what I'm about to go do, but, like, we're gonna go do it. Dun, 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 dun. I really did just bombard chat with like all of the weird thoughts that just go through my brain. Chat, I don't think I need to be diagnosed with autism. I think this stream is the diagnosis. I should not be thinking these complex lore things in my brain. All right. There we fucking go. Trying to quickly do the Sun Song with an analog stick, surprisingly, is not very consistent. All right. To the Temple of Time. Yeah, like I was saying, chat, with Castletown, you can really tell when they used, like, matte paintings instead of, like, actual, like, 3D models for areas. Because, those backgrounds can get real, real crunchy.
There are 3 hollows and an inscription in here. He who owns 3 spiritual stones stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads.
Okay. I have the 3 spiritual stones. Or do I need to just play the Song of Time? Nope. There we go. I totally didn't forget the Song of Time. Not at all. Here we go, chat. The door of time has opened. And what is inside?
Oh, Fussy, isn't that?
Oh,
It's the legendary blade. The Master Sword.
oh my god, who could have seen that coming? Ganon?
Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid.
Oh no! Ovusi, wake up. Ovusi, the chosen one. Who are you?
I am Raru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages, inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Ovusi, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself.
I'm all big now. What the fuck?
Look, Ovusi. You're big now. You've grown up.
Oh, wait, no, that was Navi. Sorry.
The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny?
Yes.
But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He understood the Triforce from the Temple of Light. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only little influence even in this sacred realm. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. I, Raru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own.
You received the Light Medallion. Raru the Sage adds his power to yours.
Find the other sages and save Hyrule.
Damn! Link got a big fucking nose.
Ovusi, we're back in the Temple of Time. But have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Let's get out of here.
That's something I never understood, like, logically, right? Like, it makes sense that you can't use the stuff when you were a kid, but like gameplay-wise. Who the fuck are you? I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the hero of time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikah. As I see you standing there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the forest temple. The sage is a girl, I am sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko village. Do you understand, Ovosi?
Well, that is our next fucking plan of attack is to head to Kakariko village, but we are going to do that next time because it is almost 10:30 and I feel like now is the perfect time to end the stream. So let's find someone to raid. I really did just like fucking drop like a fuck ton of like time travel hypotheticals on y'all. Everybody's like, man, fuck that. I ain't watching this guy. He's a fucking schizo. Okay. Who's streaming right now? Fiery is playing Rivals and Sixley's playing Resident Evil 4. Ooh, I think I gotta raid Sixley. I mean, come on. It's RE4. Chat, I will be back Friday for some more. What do I stream on Friday? I don't remember what I stream on Friday. Why can't I remember? What has happened to my brain? Red Dead! Yeah, fucking Red Dead. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow with some more Red Dead. And remember, folks, we finished Evil... Or actually, I forgot to check if the DLC... Fuck! I'll look into the DLC tonight, I promise. I'll look into the DLC tonight. We might play a new game next Tuesday. And no stream next Wednesday. I have plans with friends that day. But that is all. So go be nice to Sixley. She's playing RE4. Go simp for Leon in her chat. I know I will. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.